My friends and foreskins, I am here to tell you today that unfortunately, Disney is about to destroy yet another one of their Disney classics with their shitty live-action remakes. Oh yes, I mean, we've had some pretty bad ones. There's Mulan, Cruella, The Lion King, Dumbo, and recently The Little Mermaid, and now it's going to happen to Snow White and the Seven Dwarfs. I mean, who knows? We could all be wrong, and it could be the movie of the year, and it could just be fantastic. I mean, there's plenty to look forward to, like Gal Gadot as the evil queen.
What did you say?
Kalel, no!
You have the horrifying CGI of the Seven Dwarfs.
It's a human.
What did you think I was?
Nothing. Ghost.
I mean, just look at this. Seriously. The great and mighty Seven Dwarves. I mean, seriously, look at this shit. Like, we have the one in the middle who looks like he's about to slice Snow White like a piece of ham while also trying not to shit himself from the Taco Bell he had a few hours ago. We have the one on the far right who doesn't know what he's doing here, most likely has a memory span of Dory from Finding fucking Nemo. The one on the right looks like he's about to eat his own brothers for his own sexual gratification. You have the old man at the back, who's probably getting flashbacks from the dwarf Vietnam War. The one cower in the back as well with fear is probably realising what movie he's in and regrets every decision he has made in life. And the one on the left looks happy to be in this situation and most likely smells and tastes like sticky old condensed milk, which is just not fucking good. This just looks awful. And you have an irritating, obnoxious buffoon of a lead role in Rachel Zegler. You know, the one who can't keep her fucking mouth shut.
You know, the original cartoon came out in 1937, and very evidently so. There's a big focus on her love story with a guy who literally stalks her. Yeah. Weird. We have a different approach to what I'm sure a lot of people will assume is a love story just because, like, we cast a guy in the movie becoming the leader that her father tells her that she can be. And she's really trying to find the courage to stand up to the evil queen and how to find her own agency and rule a kingdom. And she meets so many incredible people along the way. And maybe she finds love, maybe she finds friendship, but really what's important is that she finds her own voice. One of those things that I think everyone's going to have their assumptions about what it's actually going to be, but it's really not about the love story at all, which is really, really wonderful. And whether or not she finds love along the way is anybody's guess until 2024. All of Andrew's scenes could get cut. Who knows? It's Hollywood, baby. I'm a narcissist.
Yeah, that one. So, yeah, it's gonna be great, yeah. Apparently, they brought out another trailer. So I'm excited to see that. I bet it's just wonderful. I bet it's just ratioed so positively. Like, you know, there's hardly any dislikes whatsoever. I mean, why would there be? Yeah, let's just see how they butcher this one then. And in this episode of Rage Reacts, we're going to look at a YouTube channel called Critical Drinker, which I watch a good amount of. And he's brought out a video called The Snow White Trailer Will Traumatise You for Life. See, it's going to be a positive one. It's going to be great. So, I can't wait to see this. I mean, I can't contain my excitement right now. As you can see. So, without further ado, let's get into the video. I don't know why the fuck I did that, but yeah, whatever. I'll go with it.
This was my father's kingdom.
Oh, God. Look at them all.
Your help. It's time to restore our.
Let's just look at these faces a moment. Let's just look at them. If I can fucking get on there. There we go. What in the hell is that? Seriously. Like, it's not the worst that I've seen. I've seen some terrible fucking faces when it comes to movies. Like, you know, with the CGI and stuff. But that is pretty bad. This is so stupid though, because this movie would have been a bit better, right? If you could cast smaller actors as the dwarves. Instead of whatever this fucking is. You know? Because it would have brought more life into the characters, you know? For it to be an actual person. But no, let's just go with this because we just want to appease fucking people like Peter Dinklage who thinks that, you know, these roles are degrading and they don't get taken as serious actors when that's not the case because this is Snow White and the Seven Dwarfs. It's a very, you know, popular Disney classic, and for any, like, smaller actor, this would have been a very, like, exciting role, you know, to take part in. But no, for some reason, Peter Dinklage is the voice for all you know, small actors, which is just ridiculous. So, but yeah, like, I just don't like this though, dude. It's the whole like uncanny valley sort of the face. I just can't get on board with it. Just freaks me out a bit. Especially that one like right on the left. I mean, we all know that's probably Grumpy, is it? It definitely looks like the fucking Grumpy one. No doubt about that.
It's time to restore our kingdom.
Find Snow White.
My God. What the fuck is that?
Jesus wept.
Oh dear.
I mean, our expectations were pretty low for this one, but damn, Disney, I think I'm beginning to understand why you kept this trailer hidden for so long. Releasing the full Snow White trailer onto YouTube is like throwing a bacon cheeseburger to a pack of hungry wolves, but just like a foot-long post-taco turd, there's only so long you can hold it in before nature takes its course. And well, the internet did not disappoint. At the time of making this video, the trailer has over 3 million views with 15,000 likes and 178,000 dislikes.
I'm not accepting that. I'm not accepting that. That's photoshopped. That is. Nope. It's the other way round in reality. It's the other way round, you know? It's 15,000 dislikes and 178,000 likes. That's what it is. That's what it is. You can't dislike this. What's wrong with it? It's clearly a masterpiece looking movie. I mean, fuck, like. I will give one thing to Rachel Zegler, though. She is a good singer. I think that's what she has going for her in this, that she has the voice for it. But everything else, like, is just... Nah. It's just watching her on screen, the way she's been, like, in interviews and everything like that, like, it just leaves a salty taste in your mouth. And you're just like, yeah, don't know about this one. Like, I reckon they could have cast a lot better, you know, for someone to be Snow White. But that's what, you know, Disney have been doing lately. They've just been making mistake after mistake and just, they just can't stop doing it, man. They're in, like, a toxic loop. I mean, it's funny to watch, but it's also sad to watch. Because obviously I've grown up watching, Disney animated films, and it is sad to see how Disney has become these days. I mean, I'm just hoping like one day they could turn it around and realize that what they're doing is wrong, but I don't have a lot of hope for them, to be honest. I don't.
I pump those numbers up. Those are rookie numbers in this racket.
Honestly, the comments section is pure gold, man.
Little Mermaid, wow, do we flop or what? Hold my beer. I got a feeling that this movie is going to have more comments on YouTube than tickets sold. I don't know. Maybe. Wait, I want to see the others. Hold on. Right, Snow White is not going to be saved by the prince. The prince, good, because I'm here for your stepmother. Okay, that's good. Like, can you imagine that? Like, Rachel Zegler's Snow White. She's like, oh, I don't want to be saved by you. I don't like you that way. And then the prince is like, good, because I'm not here for you. I'm here for your, you know, your yummy stepmummy. Yummy stepmummy. Oh my god. That just sounds weird. Okay, Gal Gadot. Magic mirror on the wall. Who is the fairest one of all? Mirror, you are, your majesty. Cut to the credits. That's fair enough. People have said, right, why Gal Gadot didn't, you know, get the role of Snow White, which I think she would have been a better pick than Rachel Zegler, you know? But, of course, they had to go this way. People did say as well that why didn't Rachel Zegler just be the evil queen? But to me, I'm like, I always thought the evil queen as being quite tall, whereas Rachel Zegler's not, so I don't think Rachel Zegler would work well in that role, even though she has the whole, like, you know, people can easily hate her, so... But, I don't know, man, I don't know. I feel that at this point, Disney is just throwing shit at the wall and seeing what sticks. That's what they're doing. And then when they fail, they just, like, blame everyone else but themselves. Just classic Disney at this point. Anything else? Rachel Zegler, the people need some kindness. Also Rachel Zegler, may you never know peace. That's her, yep. Oh, she's fake. Fake as you can be. Disney, we are a diverse and inclusive company. Also Disney, we don't hire dwarves. That's true. I mean, what if, right, there are, you know, smaller actors who wanted, you know, to be a part of this. Like, they were excited. They were like, oh, they're making a Snow White and the Seven Dwarfs movie, a live-action remake. This is my chance. I really want to get into this role because it could be a big break for me. And then just realize that, nope, we're not hiring them because Peter Dinklage, man, he said, you know, we don't want to be degrading and everything. And the way we don't degrade you is by not giving you not giving you work. I mean, how stupid is that? The way that we don't degrade you is by not giving you work. That's how we do it. You know? Oh, it's so backwards, man. These people are fucking backwards. Disney, relive the classic story. Also, Disney changes the classic story. Only good thing about this movie is that whoever goes to see it will experience having a whole movie theater for themselves. Oh, wouldn't that be tragic for them? But yeah, I mean, I could see it, but the thing is, right, the reason I think they'll still do good with numbers, like somewhat good, this is going to appeal to the kid audience, and the kids are going to say to their parents, oh, can you please take me to go and see Snow White? And the parents are going to be like, all right, if it stops you fucking moaning, we'll take you. Or you could get the parents which love Disney, and they're like, oh, I watched this when I was younger, I want to relive it again, you know, live action remake should be cool. Or you could get the grandparents which watched it when they were younger, the classic, and then probably shit on it because they're like, this is nowhere near the classic which I enjoyed growing up as a kid. It could be anything like that. You know, it appeals to quite a wide audience, but unfortunately, people are probably going to go and see it, and it's going to do decent numbers, but at the end of the day, I reckon it's going to be a very poor movie. It's going to be poor. So, it's going to be forgettable, like I said, like the others, like The Lion King or Cruella or anything like that. It's going to be the same thing.
Anyway, the teaser trailer that came out a couple of months back played it pretty coy when it came to details, probably because Disney was still desperately scrambling to cut together a new version of the film after all the backlash to the project and its, star? Is that the word I'm looking for?
I don't think so.
Fuck it. But this was our first real look at Snow White, the evil queen, and the diverse gender, non-conforming magical entities that would be...
Just look at this, dude. Look at this. I mean, it could have been a lot worse. I mean, this just looks ridiculous. But the thing is, right, you can say the CGI dwarves are better, but that is still a very low bar, though. Still a very low bar. Like, looking at these people, it just looks like they're just cosplaying. Like, seriously.
He's starring alongside them. Oh wait, they're actually dwarves again, aren't they? Well, let's see how they look.
Oh god.
Oh, fuck no! I said before that the dwarves from the teaser were absolute nightmare fuel, and that was just from a few passing glimpses of the things. But honestly, having seen them full on in all their glory, I think that's doing a disservice to nightmares. These things make Ron Perlman look handsome. God, why would you create such a crime against science, nature, aesthetics, creativity, and simple human decency? It's like someone fed the hyper-exaggerated animated versions from the 1937 movie into an AI image generator and told it to produce photorealistic alternatives with no thought for how disturbing such a visual carbuncle would actually look. Combining the worst aspects of Uncanny Valley CGI with the worst aspects of over-the-top, exaggerated old-school animation to create something that's likely to traumatize an entire generation of children. Well, the 100 or so that are actually going to bother to go see this movie. I've sharted out things that look more aesthetically appealing than this. I mean, imagine being one of the Disney animators and having to look at renders of these things day after day for months on end.
I bet it's sad. Yep, it's sad.
Anyway, let us turn our gaze towards more appealing matters. I walked into that one, didn't I? Nice to see that Andrew Burnap's scenes didn't get cut, though. I'm sure Rachel's real happy about that one.
It's Hollywood, baby.
You know, I really don't remember you being this opinionated.
Well, clearly you missed her red carpet interviews then.
With a lovely maiden I know.
Isn't that just funny, though? That scene right there. I don't remember you being so opinionated. Ah, the irony.
Now behold.
Really? Where? You know, one of the things that strikes me after watching Gal Gadot trying to play the evil queen is that portraying a good Disney villain actually demands quite a bit of gravitas and acting range. That's why previous antagonists have been voiced by awesome and experienced actors like Jeremy Irons, Christopher Plummer, Keith David, and Kelsey Grammer. And as much as I like Gal Gadot as a person, well, I don't quite think she's in their league. She's fine playing characters that are basically just an extension of her own persona, but the moment a script demands a little bit more from her, well...
Kal-El, the last son of Krypton. Remember who you are.
I think, like, yeah, when it comes to Gal Gadot's, you know, acting range, the same as Rachel Zegler, it can only go so far. I do agree with that. Like, to me, right, Gal Gadot is, she's alright as an actor, you know, she has her moments, but, you know, yeah. I just don't see her as a villain, though. I just don't see her as a villain. I don't know if that's just me, but that's what I just don't. You know what I mean? So I think casting her as the evil queen was a bad decision as well. They just needed someone who oozes charm. And not just charm, but can also be seen as a very good evil villain. But that's not Gal Gadot. I'm sorry, it's just not.
And it really brings home the fundamental problem this movie has to overcome. On the one hand, you've got a villain played by an actress who can't act but everyone seems to like, and on the other, you've got a protagonist played by someone who can at least act but almost nobody likes.
It's really not about the love story at all, which is really, really wonderful.
And I don't really see how you can fix that at this point. Let's be real here, ain't nobody gonna be rooting for Rachel Zegler when this movie comes out.
What did you think I was?
Somehow, I don't think you want to know the answer to that one, Rachel. Oh yeah, I guess this'll be the Huntsman then.
Really?
Yeah, sure, okay. Who knew that medieval Germany was quite so cosmopolitan? Anyway, enough of this trivial nonsense. It's time to get down to some hard-core girl bossing.
It's time to restore our
course.
kingdom.
Why do I get the feeling it's going to be Snow White who saves Prince Charming this time around?
That is
Not gonna be saved by the prince.
She's not going to be saved by the prince, and she's not going to be dreaming about true love. She's dreaming about becoming a leader she knows she can be.
Can I just... what a way to pause it. Can I just say, right, her saving the prince, I would say 80%, there's an 80% chance that is going to happen. The whole girl boss thing has been happening, you know, in movies lately. It has become tiresome, like, and predictable. So, if she does end up saving the prince, I would not be in any way surprised. Like, there's nothing wrong with the whole classic love story. And, like, nothing wrong with the prince being the hero. Like, it's just ridiculous, man. They're just trying to, like, pander to a specific audience, you know, just so they don't get in trouble and get brownie points on the internet, like, all that sort of shit. Like, oh, look what we're doing, guys. We're changing the world one step at a time. You can see us, Disney, we are clearly on the right side of history. So please give us all the praise and applause that we clearly deserve for this piss-poor effort of a movie. That's what it's going to be. It's just, that's what it's about. That's, in my opinion, because the thing is, right, you can't argue against it anymore because it just it's been happening too much. Like, it's not a coincidence anymore. It's clear what companies like Disney are trying to do. And it's sad, right, because I think Snow White and the Seven Dwarfs is a live-action remake which could work if done right. Like, for example, The Lion King, I think, oh, that, you know, I knew that couldn't be done right. But this one could. And they're going to fuck it up. They're going to fuck it up. That's what I just feel. So, yep. It's a damn shame. It's a damn shame, man. Yep, that's me! Oh yeah!
It's been said before, but I think it bears repeating that this trailer, and by extension the movie itself, is really the perfect example of everything wrong with modern filmmaking. A creatively bankrupt project founded on the belief that just rehashing old ideas is better than taking the risk of coming up with new ones. A film so oversaturated with eye-bleeding colour and nightmarishly overblown CGI that it's almost a joke to even refer to it as live action, when I'm willing to bet that 90% of it was filmed against green screens. visions. A story so warped and twisted from its original form to fit with the filmmaker's own warped and twisted ideas of what the world should be like that it appeals to almost nobody. A film starring an entitled, narcissistic, ungrateful brat who thinks the world owes her a favour because of how she was born and just can't shut the fuck up about it. Oh, and just as a little side note, in the couple of hours it's taken me to write out this script, the dislikes on the trailer have jumped from 178,000 to 187,000.
Oh,
Boy, that escalated quickly.
it
Pucker
did
up,
indeed.
Disney, because just like I tell Tatiana during our special sessions, this one's likely to sting. Anyway, that's all I've got for today. Go away now.
So guys, there we go. That was the video, and it was well done. And yep, I agree with what Critical Drinker said in that video. Like, it's just the same old, same old. We all know how this is going to end and what's going to happen. It's predictable at this point. But hey ho, that's just the way it goes, and it is what it is. If Disney wants to just keep shitting on their classics, then that's down to them. And of course, losing money, that's also going to be a bit of a sting for them too. But yeah, it's all about the message at this point in time. As long as the message is spread, it doesn't matter for them, you know? They're going to keep on doing it until something goes wrong, and then they're going to hit the panic button and try to get the audience back on their side. But that's going to be too difficult, way too late then. So, only time will tell though, if that happens. And like I said about the movie, I don't really want to see it, to be honest. I don't think it's going to be the worst movie ever made or anything like that, but I do think it's going to be like, just like the other ones, like, at least on the level of The Little Mermaid, where it's just going to be meh, like below average. It's just not going to be, you know, something you'd want to go out and watch. Like, it's not worth that. But this has happened time and time before. We all know what's going to happen if this movie fails. You know, the audience is going to be blamed for, you know, racism and sexism and all this sort of fucking other stuff, because they need to make an excuse. They can't just accept that they failed. But yeah, I think they'll still make a decent amount of money, but that's about it. It's not going to be anything spectacular. It's just going to be another one which Disney just shat out, you know, just because these days they don't seem to have a lot of creativity in their locker. So, I mean, why not just fucking remake everything we've done before and just put it as live action? That just makes it 100% better, doesn't it? And apparently as well, their live action remakes will not stop there, because they're planning to do another live action remake for Tangled. So if you really loved that movie, then, oh boy, I feel sorry for you, because that's probably coming. Right guys, so I hope you enjoyed this, and yeah, the original video will be down below. Like, subscribe, all that good shit, and I shall see all of you in the next video. And I'm out, and I'm peace. Yeah.